Lubbock ISD today.
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 Today. Today.
Hello and welcome into the summer edition of Lubbock ISD Today, presented by Lubbock ISD TV. I am Hannah Gilchrist, now senior from Lubbock High School. On this edition of the show, we take a tour around our Lubbock High feeder schools because our fact of the day is we had the opportunity to visit everyone in our schools this year, and we are so proud of that. And we are going to stack this show by the elementary schools that feed into our middle schools, and then at the very end, we showcase our Lubbock High stories. And going on first, we head on over to the home of the Ramirez Rams. Ceria Laura has more.
Had the idea of hosting a game night to encourage parents to take moments to play and teach their kids how to negotiate play and how to win and how to lose.
So this is how we play. Are you ready?
Personally, I think that the bingo is really fun because it pushes you to want to win more.
And so games are a great way to take a moment from all of the stress and rigor of the day and spend that time one-on-one with your kids. Create fun events for our families to raise money so that we can support teachers and staff at Ramirez Elementary.
My favorite part is probably having my friends around because they just support me, you know?
Ramirez is one of our many great campuses in our district and one of 3 that feed into Hutchinson Middle School. The other 2 are Machen and Roscoe Wilson, and we will roar on over to the home of the Lions. Sierra Davila and James Pennington give us this look at Machen Elementary.
I'm gonna get you.
I like being here because you get to learn new things every day. I get to see my friends all the time, and it's just like a new experience every day. You never know what's gonna happen.
Probably science, because there's a lot of different things you can learn about, like animals.
The one thing that I really wanted to access when I was away from home, away from school, was that going to PE and into recess and being able to go anywhere with my friends to go talk to them or go sit with my friends and do what they're doing and for PE I can do I wish I could do what we usually would do, and so I just really miss how we used to the routine of seeing each other. It just wasn't the same after break. So.
Sierra told that story so well. She showed the true heart of the students there, and it was great to see. Now let's look at our final elementary school campus that feeds into Hutchinson Middle School, and that school is Roscoe Wilson Elementary. Sarah Rose takes us back to her old campus.
Roscoe Wilson has a legacy of leadership, including rock and roll legend Buddy Holly. But perhaps the true leaders are those inspiring a new generation. We caught up with Assistant Principal Becca Hurin to learn more about her role at this IB school.
Unlike any other school that I've ever been at, relationship building is huge. Our staff is incredible. Our teachers truly create classroom families that students feel safe and loved and cared for, and that's what is the foundation of them being able to learn and do well in class.
Building that foundation between students and teachers first requires trust between teachers and their admin.
When I'm in their classroom, I'm there to support and help. It's not to judge if they're having a bad day. That's okay. We all have bad days, but to be able to support and care for them. And so I hope that they feel that care and love. I really work hard to just listen and care. I've been at schools where it's been hard to get support from administration, and so that's actually one of the things that I'm passionate about is supporting teachers.
Above all else, Assistant Principal Hurin finds joy in the journey, but not just her own.
And we don't see the growth that we've made, and so getting to be able to go to a teacher and say, look at all this growth that you've made, look at where you were in this area and how far you've come in this area is really exciting. And same thing with a student, because we can tend to be really hard on ourselves and not recognize that growth, and so being able to recognize and celebrate with people is why I love my job.
For Lubbock ISD TV, this is Sarah Rose reporting.
When you hear that they love their job, it puts a smile on your face. Now let's turn to the middle school ranks. Hutchinson Middle School mission statement says that they will celebrate a diverse student population representing 28 world languages where ethnic and cultural differences are shared and appreciated. Let's take a look at my former middle school.
Welcome to Hutch. A group of friends and I returned to our former middle school, J.T. Hutchinson Middle School, to interview Mr. Stewart and record some extra footage for our class project. Here are some highlights from the trip. Take a look.
How much do you know about Hutchinson Middle School history and architecture?
Sure. So the architecture of Hutch was built in the 1940s, 1948. It's one of the older buildings in Lubbock ISD. It does have a sister school, O.L. Slayton, was built around the same time. And so their floor plans are very similar. One of the unique things about Hutch is that it does have an outdoor learning center, outdoor courtyard for students to go eat lunch in, have class in with our wildflowers garden that's out there. And so something that our students have taken pride in over the years. We are an IB MYP school, so middle years program. So all of our students that come to us are enrolled in IB courses where they are able to learn about the IB attributes of our student learners. You know, Hutch has a vast variety of students and clubs. We have robotics. Our students get involved in athletics, pentathlon, UIL, science, math. So our students have the opportunity to go into many different activities that they find that kind of suit themselves.
I might be a little biased, but I loved seeing my former middle school right there. And if you haven't seen your Lubbock High feeder school, don't worry, because still to come on this edition of Lubbock ISD Today. We continue to showcase some great schools in the Lubbock High feeder pattern as we head on over to the home of the Westerners. But first, we aren't done showing off our feeder schools. We still have Carmona Harrison, McWhorter, Wolforth, and Cavazos. You won't want to miss those feature stories coming up next.
James doesn't know it yet, but he's the next big model. Maybe not that type of model, but when you see it, you see it. I guess James is learning how to be on camera in more ways than one.
In the 5th and 6th period second year class, we all have nicknames. Except Sierra. And believe me, we've really tried.
How about Cece's?
Nope. Or just Sleepy.
Yeah. How about Siesta?
That's rude. What? Sometimes it makes things a little bit awkward.
Boys and Angels?
Captain.
Abraham?
Captain.
LeBron?
Captain.
Flash?
Captain.
Trina?
Captain.
J-Dub?
Captain.
2 words?
Captain.
Sierra?
You know, hopefully someday we'll find the right nickname.
Daydreamer.
No.
Lincoln wears his headphones a lot, and I kind of wonder what kind of music he's listening to.
You're right. I wonder what he's listening to.
Heavy metal?
Rock?
Check it out, check it out. It's time to rock. It's time to rock.
Oh, what if he likes indie music?
Or country?
I'm just a country boy from Tennessee.
Rap?
Maybe we should just go ask him ourselves.
I don't see why not. Hey Lincoln, what are you listening to?
Barbie girl.
I'm a boss.
And welcome back to Lubbock ISD Today, the Lubbock High Feeder Pattern edition. As we continue on with the show, we want to thank all the teachers and administrators that have allowed us to come and tell stories on all of our campuses. And we are going to pick up right where we left off as we head on over to Wolfforth Elementary. Sarah Rose has a great look on how they connect with their community in 2 different ways.
We have our kite night event and invite parents and students to come. We have food here for them. We have kites they can purchase as well. They go out there and learn how to fly a kite if they don't know how to. They go and fly a kite. It's just a way to kind of bring our community, our parents and our staff all together. I think for students to see our parents and our staff interact in a situation that is not necessarily an academic situation, just to see them talk to each other and work together. If they see us all on the same page that way, then obviously they're going to see us all on the same page here at school. So our Proud Paws are an incentive for our kids for good behavior. So if they're showing us a positive attitude, they're showing us a good work ethic, showing us being a leader, then they can earn the Proud Paws. And so they get them, we get to hang them up, we hand them back to our students, we call parents, we let them know some of the good things that they're doing. So it's a way for us to celebrate our kids. It gives them a reward, a way to be recognized for the good actions and the good steps that they take. And our goal is obviously that it transcends outside of the classroom, that they're able to show those attributes on what it takes to be a good citizen.
Wolfforth is another A-rated school in our district. That's big time. Speaking of great schools, McWhorter is one of our great dual language schools. So let's take a look at the story Mr. Reimer put together on how they are teaching dual languages at McWhorter.
The dual language program here at McWhorter Elementary is an enrichment program to help your students become collaborators, become professionals, and become bilingual in 2 languages, Spanish and English. We focus on making your student be successful not only in pre-K through 5th, but also take it beyond our walls and be successful in middle school and high school.
The beauty of our dual language program here at McWhorter is that it grows our students not just in 2 languages, but it grows them as people. They are completely immersed in English and in Spanish in different subjects, and the fact that they have to rely on each other and learn to problem solve and collaborate, empathize with their partners and their peers and their teacher, it really begins to show in who they are and who they grow to be throughout our program and after our program.
The two-way immersion program here at McWhorter Elementary is founded around the principle that all of the learning that happens here in the classroom is truly authentic, it's rigorous, and challenging in a way that allows students to support each other not only academically but also with their language so that they may truly become bilingual learners.
I love the fact that the teachers are amazing and that he gets to be with his same classmates that he's had since kindergarten and that he gets to work with them. It's really given him a challenge, but it's motivated him. He does really well on all of his testing and he does a lot of extracurriculars throughout the school as well.
I think this program has helped her in the sense that she gets to use both languages, she gets to think in both languages, and that broadens her thinking ability. She is not just limited to one language, but 2, and that is, I know that's gonna take her places.
Sometimes it gets difficult because you gotta learn twice as much, but it's whenever you get to high school or at one point, it's going to help you a lot.
El programa dual me benefició en asegurar un trabajo, como por ejemplo, unos trabajos pagan cierto dinero si hablas inglés, pero si hablas los 2 idiomas pueden pagarte más.
It has helped me
I have a couple friends that only speak Spanish, so like I help them. It helped me read like books too, because sometimes we'd read it and it have like a little bit of Spanish in it, like I would understand it.
It helps you a lot to be more confident and being able to speak both languages. You could talk to any person.
A mí me ayudó con entender a más de los estudiantes alrededor de mí, mis amigos, como si, por ejemplo, Andrés, como él habla los dos idiomas, entonces yo puedo comunicarme con él más mejor y entender a las maestras más mejores.
There's so many benefits to being bilingual that this is a great start for that, for their future. I hope this program grows, and not just in this school, McWhorter, but other schools. I hope the schools know how beneficial it is to students and more schools are open to this idea.
I would recommend the program because I think it's just a good experience for your child, especially having that second language to help them in the future, in their career, whatever they decide to do. And it just brings them the opportunity to learn a different culture and just experience all over.
We would love to have your students here at McWhorter Elementary to be part of this wonderful, wonderful program.
Great story by Mr. Reimer. And over at our newest elementary school, Carmona Harrison, we went and covered multiple events out there. But when Alana Patrick went, she was given the prompt of finding what the kids want to be when they grow up. So let's take a look.
This CTE month, we are focusing on our future generation. So we asked the home of the Broncos what they want to be when they grow up.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
A teacher. A teacher. A teacher. I want to be a teacher. I want to be a Spanish teacher. To teach kids how to read. So I can teach the kids and go to college and graduate. I just think I would be a great teacher. A doctor. A doctor. People deserve to have medical health.
A vet. I love animals and I like to help them sometimes. I want to be a reporter. I like writing a lot of essays, and so I feel like if I put my work into my essays, I can put that on paper and report it to everybody.
Thinking about their future, which is great. Another campus thinking about their future is Cavazos Middle School. Jaden Eaton and Rainen Ford set out at the end of the year to find out the 8th graders' plans heading into high school.
I am planning to go on to Lubbock High. I'm going to set my future up to be an engineer.
I plan on going to Lubbock High.
Are you going to do anything like in high school, like ATC?
Yes. I'm planning on trying to be a nurse.
I'm going to go to Lubbock High. I want to become a lawyer.
A lawyer?
Yeah. The high school I plan on going to is Lubbock High. I want to do the nursing program and cosmetology.
I don't know about you, but seeing and hearing from all the schools that feed into my great school is so awesome. And speaking of campuses, we have more to come on this edition of Lubbock ISD Today, as we finally head to Lubbock High and show off some of the stories that we did there. So stay with us, Lubbock ISD Today, the Lubbock High Feeder Pattern Edition will be right back after this.
LISD TV will return after this short break.
All right, everybody, it's the last weeks of school. We need to lock in.
Inkers, can we please check my height? You too, can we please find out?
Oh yeah, what are you doing? Sorry, I'm trying.
Where Pro Presenter at?
I'm finding it.
Okay, let's get this over with.
afternoon class, we all enjoy a little friendly competition, but Elena takes it to another level.
So today in class, we're gonna do a little competition.
I'm done. Been done.
Sometimes we worry about her.
Got first. How's that feel? Oh. Wait, where's everybody?
But this is why she's so good at what she does.
Here in the afternoon class, energy is never low. But if we had to pick someone with the most energy, it's definitely Jaden.
I don't know what it is, man, but I woke up a hater this morning. I'm in a bad mood today. I don't know why, but I'm just in a bad mood. Maybe the wrong side of the bed, I don't know.
Come on, man. Don't be like that. You gotta keep the good vibes going.
I mean, he even makes Mr. Ward's jokes sound funny.
All right, class, I got a good one for us today, the dad joke of the day. Here we go. You ready? Here it comes. Why did the coffee call the police? Because it got mugged. Thanks a latte, Jaden, for laughing at my joke, man, I know.
At the beginning of the year, we were on a mission to find our own team captain.
All right, guys, about to read the quote.
But little did we know, we were going to put him on a pedestal that not a lot of other people get to experience.
Did you hear what Diego did today?
What's up, guys?
OMG is wearing black today.
And so are we.
All I can hope is that his baseball team that calls him captain idolizes him just as much as we do.
Why is everyone wearing black?
Welcome back to Lubbock ISD Today, the Lubbock High Feeder Pattern edition. Crazy to think that we had the chance to do more than a dozen stories on Lubbock High and their feeder schools, and in total we did over 60 stories on our schools and their feeder programs. That's awesome. And of course you can see every one of these feeder pattern editions of Lubbock ISD Today on our website, LubbockISDTV.com. Just click on the programs and find Lubbock ISD Today. And now let's turn to Lubbock High School as we went over there during CTE month. Here's the story on the cosmetology class at LHS. They are so awesome at LHS Cosmetology as they are teaching our next generation of hairstylists one cut at a time. Keeping it at LHS, we were tasked to go there during Thanksgiving to find out what they were thankful for. Let's take a look at this fun story.
What are you thankful for this Thanksgiving? My mom, my money, Jesus.
I'm thankful for my LISD TV class, my family, my friends, and food.
I'm thankful for my family, food, Jesus Christ, and my mom.
I'm thankful for my friends.
That's perfect.
Fun memories seeing us back in November of last year. Now I want to turn to an older story. Have you ever heard of the Rough Riders? Obviously, because I'm one of them. But if you haven't, you're in store for a fun story by a class of 2023 graduate and former Rough Rider, Sam Kunkel.
As football season begins to kick off, Lubbock High School unleashes their ultimate morale boosters, the Rough Riders. The Rough Riders have been described as something between a cheerleader and a mascot. having been a part of the game day tradition since the very beginning, always being seen creating hype with the cheer team and pom squad. The Rough Riders are notorious for their high energy throughout the entirety of the game, as well as pep rallies, somehow managing to keep an army of Westerners excited throughout hours and hours worth of chants and cheers. Loved by most students and staff alike, the Rough Riders are an integral part of Lubbock High's sports division and its history, representing the unique tenacity and never give up attitude that the Westerners show in every game. Sportsmanship, then victory. Go Westerners!
Sam was a great Rough Rider, and they are really a special part of our school and bringing school spirit to everyone. And that's going to do it for today's show. Make sure to tune in all summer long to see the Estacado, Talkington, Coronado, and Monterey feeder pattern shows. And until next time, we hope you have a great summer from all of us at Lubbock ISD Today. Go Westerners!
This has been a production of the students and staff at Lubbock ISD TV.
Hi, I'm Matthew Pugh. I teach forensic science, aquatic science, and environmental systems here at Lubbock High School. Everything I teach can be a career. So oftentimes students have a hard time understanding how is this used in the real world, or when would I ever need to know this? And I like teaching a CTE course because everything can be a career, and it usually pays really well. CTE is really important because it gives opportunities for students to learn things in school that actually applies to the real world more directly. Offers them opportunities to learn about careers that they can do right out of high school or after some short training. And I think a lot of times high schoolers have a hard time figuring out what they want to do with their future. And CTE offers them an opportunity to try something, and if they don't like it, it was basically free. Whereas if you go to college or trade school, you spent tens of thousands of dollars on something, you're 20, 22 years old, and you hate it. So if you can take CTE courses, it saves you time, money, and it's a lot more entertaining than sitting in a class that you don't want to be in.
First day of Lunar New Year, and we are celebrating Lunar New Year here at Lubbock High School with a Mandarin program.
So we're making dumpling for the Lunar New Year event for the Chinese program at our school.
But you'll notice that today we are cooking without gloves because we don't really wear gloves and we really don't use measuring whenever it comes to cooking traditional food. It's by how you feel.
Miss Shea has asked to do this the last few years with her Mandarin students, and then her program has actually grown, and I was like, well, we learn about pastas and doughs and all sorts of things, so I wanted to be able to experience with my kids getting to work with her kids too.
So you have to be very careful when you're stuffing the meat instead. With most things, it's very similar to ravioli or stuff like that we've made in the past.
It's a really cool way to kind of learn by actually having your hands on.
We never make traditional dumplings, so we'll do pastas and maybe use wonton wrappers to kind of make something similar, but we never get to make the authentic dumplings.
It's very fun. I'm one of the senior officers of the Mandarin Club, and so this is an add-on from last year. So last year we did the Lunar New Year banquet, and so it was very fun to share with the community the traditions. And this year it's just gotten bigger where now we're with the class and we're making dumplings.
You know, Lunar New Year is about everybody coming together, spending time together. So you're seeing that today.
The idea of making food together is kind of like quality time. You get to spend time with your family. And also dumpling is just a good food. And then it's kind of like a traditional Chinese cuisine. So it's just fun to make it and it tastes good.
That's one of my favorite things about culinary is just getting to make things from different cultures and just share it with people.
I think it's important because even in China these days, the traditions are dying out, and I am a strong believer that we should keep onto our traditions, at least an education sense. We should be aware of them and practice them as much as possible. Myself as an Asian American, I think that my culture is very beautiful and I want to bring that to more people. So yeah, this is very important to me personally.
I hope that they take away that Chinese New Year is awesome and they have learned a new technique and have gotten to try some new flavors.